What's up, Panda Gang? Welcome back to Easy Deity True Start Location. We're playing as Australia. Last episode, we fought off the Maori, and now we have all of Australia under our control. It's a beautiful sight to see. We are going for a science victory, and I hope to pivot from pure expansion into some productionization, industrialization of my nation, and at least get started on some good science this episode, too. Anyways, let's dive right into this guy, the Petra. I've got myself a trader. I'm going to transfer him to Ballarat, give the city a bit more food and production once we send him off. It's also awesome that every single tile is now visible, so no more barbarian spawning. Love that. And there we go, we got apprenticeship. All of our mines are going to be more productive now. This one right here in the middle, we've got one on the... No, we don't have one on the iron. We will soon. Then over to the east, I just got a couple mines right here. Cleared out some forest. These tiles are going to be beasts as well. Next up, we're going to try to unlock the university. I'm not sure exactly which city and how soon they'll be working on that, but perhaps a city like Geelong, they've already got a library, they can work on this. Now, setting up the trade route, we're going for the most food, the most production possible to Sydney. The actual road itself is not going to be too helpful, but I am all in it for the Petra, man. Down to 25 turns. Okay, this is getting more realistic all the time. I'm even going to reassign Magnus to the city. And I think we could chop out maybe this forest and get a mine going here. That would be gorgeous. Although I do seem to be lacking builders. To remedy this, I'm going to go feudalism. It's going to take me 4 turns. That gives me serfdom. So when I get builders, they get extra build actions. This way, I can spend money on a builder in good conscience, knowing I'm getting the most bang for my buck. Wollongong. Beautiful spot here in Tasmania. Now let's keep in mind that since the last world session, the active effects are 100% reduction towards buildings in the city center. So let's place down a harbor because we know we're going to need that. Is that right? Yes, of course we'll need a harbor in this city, but we're instantly going to swap back into a monument. This way our city can provide some kind of benefit right off the jump. Hobart, complete its granary. We're going to give you some ancient walls. I like to see my coastal cities nice and protected. Same with Rockingham. They're doing a granary, but I kind of want them to get into the ancient walls build. The only real threat is the Maori. Here, my man Coupe, but his military is down to 40 strength. Like, he's got nothing left. So we'll at least see the military building up, and perhaps in the future we'll go ahead and get ourselves some of those walls. Getting the iron now, beautiful stuff. That'll give us iron working as well. The swordsman, Jebel Bakral. If I didn't have iron, this might actually not be too bad. Desert Hills. I have some of those desert hills. So I have the swordsman. I don't think I need to upgrade anything just yet in terms of units because, well, we're not really at war here, man. Things are chill. Wow, that was a nice chill few turns. Didn't have to do anything crazy. We've got a new settler here in Brisbane. Let's zoom out real quick. Where can we even put them? Well, there is one last spot next to the Uluru, middle of the map. I see the city has no growth going on right now, so I'm going to force it to do this Great Barrier Reef tile. I guess the production tiles were just too dang good around here. And let's use up what's left of this World Congress buff to grab a granary, grab a monument. This will give us that little food boost in the city. We've already placed down our 9 science campus adjacency. So we'll get that next. But the next thing is after that is definitely a harbor, dude. It's just tough to grow when you've got all these plains with the hills and the forests. You really need to make the most of your sea resources. Monument complete in Canberra. Very nice. Where can we get a ridiculous campus? Right next to the city. A +5 is pretty dang good, but I'm just going to swap over as many tiles as I can and then investigate, you know, maybe there's something even better. +4. Yeah, let's go with the +5. I'd like to get a commercial hub down here with a nice harbor, get some nice adjacency bonuses. So we'll put the campus down 15 turns. The growth in these cities, though, really tough. My first city ever, the capital, only 3 pop. Brisbane, second city, only 4 pop. Luckily in the north, dudes are doing a little bit better with a little bit more lush lands, lots of food. Rockingham, done their granary. Let's get you those ancient walls so that you're prepared for any kind of attack. And I see Hobart is actually losing loyalty somewhat quickly. It's a bit concerning. Maybe we can purchase some amenities. That'd be nice, but I think that's still not going to solve our problem. The big thing here is definitely growth. Okay, so if I do that, it's a bit too hardcore. But what if we go like this? Growth in 6 turns. I like that. Over in Perth, what does our growth look like, guys? Well, we're working on pretty trash 1 food, 1 production tile, so let's give you the iron. Go back to Rockingham here and say, dude, okay, you just focus on getting some food, man. Back in Hobart, yeah, they've got good production, but lacking foods, so they're not going to grow either. Instead of working the gypsum, my man, what if we swap you a couple tiles and said you could work this pearls to actually grow your own pop? Sydney, similar situation. I'm working 1 food, 2 production tiles with these salt mines. I think instead I say focus on some food men, and we'll get that growth going just a little bit quicker. Alrighty, feudalism unlocked. I can finally rationalize buying out a builder. Wonderful. Gonna go back to Brisbane and swap over some of those tiles that I just swapped over like a madman before in Canberra. And good to see we're actually back to growth in the city. So even though we'll get a campus, we'll be able to get 1 other district too. And my timing's perfect. Let me get serfdom in here for colonization. Out with the settlers, in with the builders, my friend. All right, governor's been established in Balart. I got my builder coming up. Look at this. Friendly, high-level tactics here, guys. If someone wants to be your friend, make sure you become their friend. Okay, it's very key. Hobart, oh, so close. So the threshold for loyalty is 75. If you go below that, you start getting penalized for having such low loyalty. Now, luckily, I can just, like, move a Magnus in there to help me out, but it is going to suck if I start losing productiveness and foods. What's this, a war? A war? Oh, my goodness. Japan's gone to war with Coupe. That is perfect for me. It should be an absolute slaughter. 4 times the science, and Coupe is someone that, you know, they went to war with me. They're sort of a warmonger to people like me who like to chop down forests, like I'm about to do. So I am very happy with that prospect. At Newcastle, done their monument and their granary. Let's find a good campus spot for you. A +7 on the coast. And do we need a builder elsewhere? I feel like yes. Here in Hobart, we will buy ourselves a builder as well. Get ourselves some pearls. We can sell those off and instantly pay for the builder. I think we're doing okay for the most part other than that, though. Coupe, trying to buy a whole bunch of military stuff. You know what? Let's take it, man. Good luck against those Japanese. I will happily take your money before you die. So, the Petra. Checking in 18 turns. Let me click on the city right quick and confirmed this tile that I'm going to chop out is controlled by the city. We're going to chop this out right now down to 11 turns. And just you wait to this tile, we're going to improve it and make it a nice 4 production tile next turn. And we'll watch that timer get lower and lower. Recorded history. What did this come from? Did we build something? Yes, we did. Brisbane over here. Yeah, we got an inspiration. They finished off their campus district. Well done. Or did someone else? Oh, it was Melbourne. Melbourne finished off their campus. Great work. This gives us the recorded history card, which is just too good to pass up. Don't think I need any more builders at this minute, so let's plug in natural philosophy. We're gonna get 10 more science per turn out of this. That's a good one. With the city being so dang nice too, I'm gonna go with the harbor. This is a good long-term play and a good import-export play too. It's going to give us gold, which can be shipped across the empire quite quick. Like you saw how I just built all those builders out of nowhere. Yep, just bought them. And got ourselves some pearls. Speaking of buying stuff, who wants to buy things from me? Pearls to Coupe. I'm surprised he doesn't have any himself. No luxuries for me to buy. That's okay. Well, check it out. Settler coming down, our final city next to the Uluru of Adelaide. Pretty stuff. What a great tile to settle on. I get my regular 2 food, 1 production, and the faith. And the culture, just absolutely gorgeous stuff here, man. I will start by placing my district of choice, the campus, right here. Locking in that price, and then we're going to quickly switch back. Do we want to build any of these city center buildings? I think not. We just go all the way through on the campus. The tiles are already being worked by the city. Decent, 4.5 production per turn. If I went and got these horses, that would be nice, but the thing is I have to spend some money on the city. So let's actually go ahead and do that. We're going to grab a granary. Now the city's got growth. It's got housing to grow into. We're going to swap this 1 horse tile, which is going to make the city a lot more growy. Look, 6 turns until growth. That's fantastic. And I'm pretty happy for that little bit of future science. Yes, I am. Okay, let's build that mine like I was saying. So I chopped out this forest. We got down to 11. 1 turn, it was down to 10. And now down to 8 with the extra production. Magnus was crucial there in doubling up the yield on that forest. But we're going to send them off to Hobart now to go help with the loyalty. It looks like things have improved a little bit. The city grew in population. The city to the south of Rockingham grew in population. But we're going to do our best to get this loyalty all the way back up to 100 as quick as possible. And wouldn't you know, I have a new governor to promote. Let me grab Reina. This is all about expanding your borders. Now, who do we have where I'm like, dude, we got to expand these borders ASAP? I guess Geelong would be one of those people, but they've already got themselves a Reina. So, Sydney is a strong follow-up. They've got 2.8 culture per turn because they have that monument in there. So let's take Reina and we'll slide you into Sydney. Hey, Gandhi, nice to meet you, man. I wonder if he sent a ship my way. I'm doing pretty fine on the aero score front, so I'm happy enough to just leave my boats in ports for now and then perhaps wait until we can get it on the high seas onto the ocean. before sending them off to do a little bit of exploring around. Education unlocked. We got the university. That's going to be great. And in Geelong, perhaps Melbourne. No, they don't have a library yet. Ballarat. No, it lost the Petra. No. Well, it wasn't for a lack of trying, man. We were really out here. Very sad times, though. What can I say? At least we can go ahead and get a campus in a single turn. That's a decent consolation prize, but I'm still thoroughly sad. Gonna go to military training. See here, 30% production towards harbor districts and buildings in these districts. I would like to get a harbor boom going. Although it is true that we're getting quite a bit of campus stuff at the moment. Maybe I should wait just a bit, keep going on this medieval fairs. Actually, civil service and guilds unlock this outback station. That would be sweet. And then we'll circle back and do just absolutely crazy amount of harbor stuff soon. Oh, what is this? I see a light red. Okay, the medieval era ends in 10 turns. We need to get a bit more of this era score. I just said I felt good about myself because, well, I had 10 to 30 turns. And then they were like, oh, actually it's 10. Anyways, I seem to be quite popular among people. Gandhi, he wants to be my friend. Japan wants to be my friend. And let me make sure I've got open borders with people too, so my boats can cruise through and go and meet even more people. Hobart's done its ancient walls. We're going to have you go right into a harbor, buddy. I swear if we didn't do harbor, this city would just never grow past 4 population. It would never get the opportunity to build another harbor. Speaking of harbors, we're very close to mass production, man. Just 3 techs away. But first I want to go for stirrups so my pastures get +1 food. I got tons of those pastures out there. Plenty of horses, plenty of sheep, plenty of cattle. This will just make... Oh my goodness. You declared friend of the enemy, and Coupe is now denounced me. He's going to fight me again. Anyways, we got plenty of cattle. Each of those will be a bit more productive. Give myself more food. John Curtin. Yeah, I really don't care about any of these military units. Half price production. I feel like that's what the AI is going to go for. But dude, I'm fine. I don't need to go to war with anyone. Oh, half price gold. That might actually be better for me. Because then I don't have to actually use production to make things when someone goes to war with me. I can just like, oh, snap my fingers and buy stuff. Anyways, let's go harbor. Still sad about not getting that Petra. We were so close. We worked so hard to get it. But it is what it is, man. You can't always win. Okay, guys, I'm ready to be heard again. Perth has finished its lighthouse. I'm going to get a mausoleum of Helicanarsis, hopefully. 35 turns away. There's just nothing else to build in this city. I could get builders or traders, but this is an import city, man. It's pretty small. 3 population. I'm not going to be trying to provide for the greater empire. I'm just trying to get this city off the ground. Oh, well, these harbors got me a boost. Fantastic. And I'm just 1 turn away from that stirrups, which is going to be awesome for these pastures. 1, and then 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 at least. Probably missed one in there. Doing big exploring. What have we found here? A new continent named Asia. This is India. Okay, we've already met them. I'm trying to meet some new people here, guys. Okay, in Geelong, things are looking kind of rough, man. We only got 8 production, 6 pop, and we're getting no food surplus, despite saying, hey, focus on all this food. So we're going to get ourselves a harbor. This will make all these coastal tiles just a bit better. And if we can get shipyards soon with mass production, they can even get productive out there. Anyways, we have a governor promotion. Let me go Pingala, get grants. We'll get a few more. Oh no, I should have gone connoisseur. I thought I had that already. Oh well, I guess we'll get a few more great people in this city. Right now, that's just some admirals and a great scientist. Audience chamber completed in Sydney, and I'm seeing it's taken a long time to get the 4 pop, and in turn to get another district. So I'm going to steal this horse away from Adelaide. They're going to have a bit of a tougher time, but it's all about getting districts in a place here like Sydney. 5 turns, still growth. Actually, let me put this all back. Let's get a trader here. Okay, Adelaide can go and have its horses right back. And this way, the production and the growth, it sort of lines up. And check it out, man. Now up to almost 70 science per turn. 15 coming from those campus adjacency bonuses. And I got 20 turns on another campus, 7 and 17, 7 on another. So this is going to be taken off quite quick. By end of the episode, maybe we're even at 100. And there's a stirrups. Very nice. Should get a little bit more growth in all my cities out of that. Who's this? We met a new city-state, and they've got a quest for us. They want a trebuchet. Okay, I don't know if I can actually do that for you, buddy, but we will see. And the Halong Bay has been seen. Very nice. Discover a natural wonder. 1 air score. Dude, we're so close from staying out of a dark age. Let's please do that, team. Next in Perth, I got to decide how do I handle this, man. I could chop this out. Help my mausoleum, my Helicanarsis completion. For that, though, maybe I wait on my man Magnus. Why don't we reassign you? There in Perth. And that'll take 5 turns, so in the meantime, we make a farm triangle with our builder. You know how I like farm triangles. And now for text, we go on the long grind all the way to industrialization, get myself some factories, mass production with the shipyards. There's not going to be a whole lot of useful sciences along the way. The dams, don't need it. The pikemen, don't need it. Medieval era ends in 5 turns. Okay, dudes, we gotta actually find some new people. So let's make some deals. Let's open up the borders. Does China exist? Like, China should exist, right? Starting to get a little bit stressed. I feel like along with this, we should be able to find a Korea. Hey man, at least I got a farm triangle in Rockingham. That's beautiful, and I can swap over some of these tiles to each of my cities. One for Perth, one for Hobart, and one for Rockingham. Things are looking up. Ooh, check this out. They want Diplo favor bad, the Japanese. They're actually going to give me a great work of art. Wonderful, and a lot of gold. Special session of the World Congress. Okay, I feel like I just got blessed with era score. I met the English. I've met the Georgians. Some sort of military emergency, I'm guessing, roped me in with these guys, and that's enough envoys to be all set. Sorry, I went to envoys after, but enough era score to be all set. And I met Scythia, fantastic. So my boats were always going to get the job done. Good stuff. We found Babylon. Going up pretty far to the north too. Also, I got to send my boats home so that I can actually protect my homelands. But check this out. I found Indonesia, and the Indians seem to be doing quite well for themselves on the subcontinent, as well as Vietnam sitting, it looks to me like where China should be, but who am I to say why I've not met China just yet? Okay, we're taking some shots. Civil services here though. Let's swap out some of these cards. Let's pick serfdom to go in instead of that wonder building, and then diplomatic league, so we can go and do a bit of envoying. Yes, we'll send them over here. We'll go ahead and buy out some builders too. I think I need one here near Adelaide. There is just so many tiles. I could use a farm triangle. Newcastle feels the same to me too. I'm trying to get these in places where we can sort of share the wealth around a few cities. Anyways, my Ambalong galley with 5 movement headed down south in Africa, hoping to find some people. Guangzhou, okay, interesting. Looks like there doesn't happen to be any Koreans either, and Vietnam's all the way up here in China, so they've done quite well for themselves. There's one of our first useless techs, the buttress. Gotta get done eventually though. What is up, Ethiopia? Good to meet you, my man Menelik. Let's see if we can get some open borders with you. As for the rest of my boats, cruise back to Melbourne, and my boat up to the north. You come all the way back down to Canberra. I need to have defense in case the Maori come after me once more. Mount Kilimanjaro, dude, these African lands are so luscious. Just look around here. The yields are gorgeous. Deers, ivory for days. Military training unlocked. I've got that 30% production towards harbors and their internal buildings. Canberra and Brisbane just finished off their campuses, and we're up to 100 science. Let's go. I think instead of diverting to harbors, we continue down the library path. We'll do the same in Geelong, going for the university. Melbourne, we'll let them finish off their harbor, and then we'll go straight into a library there as well. So we don't need to put in that harbor card just yet. We've got plenty of knowledge things to get, but we're going to change out our government, get rid of this serfdom card, and plug back in more production towards wonders. Before we do that, though, let me buy one more builder here in Newcastle, and we'll go through with this change. Oh, dedication for the new Renaissance era. We hit normal age. Some of our neighbors. No, none of our neighbors hit golden, which is fantastic. Everyone around us is in normal. And of all these ones, trade routes is not great. I'm not going out on the high seas. I'm staying in Australia, man. Faith, no, but monumentality, yeah, we'll get a couple era score out of building some districts. That's good with me. Oh, my man Shaka with the abs. Love this guy right here. Last playthrough with this dude was so much fun. All right, next civic, where are we at? Okay, medieval fairs. That'll give me a governor title. That is literally culture in my pocket if I pick it up. And after that, let's go to guilds, grab myself that outback station. I'm not sure how useful that's actually going to be, but let's find out. Also noticing I've just lost a ton of friendships with people. They just expire over time. Actually, and new people want to be my friend. Pick that up right away. You don't want people declaring war on you. If you maintain friendship with them, it's pretty hard for them to declare a war on you. Yes, it is. And now a beautiful farm triangle, Newcastle, using one of those tiles. Ballarat, one of those tiles. Canberra, one of those. That's great. These are great tiles. 4 yields. They got lots of food, which is great, especially for these eastern side cities. Like a place like Brisbane could use a tile like that. It's got lots of production, but not a lot of growth. Canberra is going to make the most of it. Anyways, guys, thanks for watching. This was our first chill episode where we've really gotten to a long-term plan things now that we're done with the Maori invasion. In that time, our science totally skyrocketed up to 100 now per turn, which when looking around with the rest of the civ.
Thanks for watching, Panda Gang. When I hit 1,000 subscribers, I'm going to actually pay for Windows, so make sure to subscribe. Peace.